Hi everyone, this is a unboxing and review of the Samsung Connect Home Pro. This is a smart Wi-Fi hub for your Internet of Things devices as well as your home internet. This is Samsung's iteration of smart routers that are able to mesh and not only provide internet to a wider area in the house, but also connect your smart things. This is the Pro version. The Pro version is sold in a single unit itself, but features some higher speeds than the standard Connect Home. These routers essentially have multiple in, multiple out antenna arrays, allowing better connectivity over last generation's internet routers. So not only faster internet speeds, but more devices connected to a single router. And in addition to this, through its Smart Connect system, also able to connect various devices and control various devices rather than just your internet router. So let's open this up and see if we can set this up and test it out. Alright, here we are unboxing the Connect Home Pro. And one nice thing about this is just how simple the device is. If you take a look, this is the size of the router itself. No bulky device. You can take this basically anywhere. And very simple settings as far as your Ethernet jack for your cable modem in. There's one port out here, and then also an AC adapter. So we'll go ahead and plug this in, but I just wanted to show you also what's included here. Most of the setup is going to be done through an app. This is the Samsung Connect app that I'll download on my phone. And quick start guide, pretty self-explanatory. Network cable, and then also a power cable. So we'll go ahead and plug this in, and because much of the function of this is going to be on the app, we'll go ahead and demonstrate actually once this is plugged in how it interacts on the app. But this is the device itself. All right, we've gone ahead and gotten our Connect Home Pro plugged in now, connected to the internet, and we are online. We'll be adding some smart lights and testing that. But now that we are on Wi-Fi, let's just see how well this does on speed. So here we are performing a speed test. We have 100 megabit download, 5 upload Ethernet. So we are getting full transfer rates. It looks like, yep, there we go. This is on Wi-Fi, about 10 feet away from the router. Let's try this again a little further. Get rid of that. But we'll test again. Maybe walking a little further away. Going through to another room in the house. Now we are in another room here. Let's test again how we're doing with our Wi-Fi through the house. It looks like we've fallen a little bit. So we're about 30 feet in through a wall now. You can see we've lost a little bit of that Wi-Fi signal. So not as robust as having a multi-unit mesh network with a single router. So we'll go ahead and see if going upstairs to another room. So now we're going upstairs in the kitty corner to the other side of the house. And let's go into a closet. So this is now through multiple walls. Tell you what, we'll go stand in the bathroom. Test this again. Across the hall, multiple rooms, many walls now. Let's see our speeds. So we are falling off quite a bit. It's almost 5 times slower. So just to give you an idea, we have a 2,600 square foot house. While this is still passable, you do see that there is a significant drop off. And this is why these units are designed as a mesh network. So if you are into heavy usage and having devices across the entire house, it may be worthwhile to actually invest in 2 more of these so that you can have multiple of these throughout the house, because the coverage does fall off, as you can see, as we move through out the building. Well, let's take a look at some of the smart devices. We do have some Hue lights here. So what we're going to do right now actually is just go to the Samsung Connect app and actually look at pairing some of our devices. So you can see a lot of devices are supported: vacuums, fridges, ovens. Many of these I don't have, but we do have Hue lights. So one of these looks like we can search devices and press the Hue bridge. So we have our Hue bridge right back here. You can see that. I'm going to push the light. And let's see if it detects that. Push the Hue bridge. Still searching. Yeah. Go ahead and push our Hue bridge again. See if that does anything. Well, that wasn't as seamless as I hoped. Let's try taking a look for any hubs. No, that's a Samsung SmartThing hub. Again, light bulbs, Philips Hue. Let me see if I can get this set up. But this is taking some time to actually load, so we'll see if I can get this configured. Well, ultimately, this has been a struggle getting set up, and this may not be worth the hassle of getting your smart devices paired up with this hub, even if it has Zigbee sensors or Zigbee transmission that can talk directly to the lights, especially since the advantage of doing so would be to unify potentially the control within the app, Samsung app here. Now, the irony of this is that Hue has its own app, and in that setting would be able to be controlled by itself. So I'm a little perplexed as to how this would be perhaps an added value, that we can control everything in one place through this app. But it has a hard time actually setting up with my Hue devices. That being said, I do have my Hue devices paired through Alexa, which is actually a little bit more convenient being voice controlled throughout the house. Well, unfortunately, I am not having any luck getting this paired. Overall, the internet of the actual Samsung device seems decent, albeit the range is somewhat limited in a single device. The throughput at about 20 feet is excellent, but going through multiple walls, there are some barriers, and the internet speed drops off significantly. A little disappointed on the setup. Setup does require you to have a Samsung account. The account adds a layer of tedium to the setup procedure, but perhaps most disappointing was the ease of using the app itself to set up the router. Note you will need another internet source, such as data from your cell phone, in order to set up the router, which is a little paradoxical. The other issue here is also that its connection as a touted smart hub with its own Zigbee radio seems to be fickle with the Hue lights that I do have. And I'm having even hard time connecting with the Hue router despite troubleshooting through the app.